and they give to the African tribes living in all along the coast. So the consequences was the African tribal wars was between different tribes just in order to protect, to get prisoners, even to protect themselves, but to get prisoners to exchange with firearms. Because the only currency was accepted by Europeans, the slaves. And also, it is very important to know that during the African tribal wars, many of Africans died, but also many of them became slaves after. That is why, if we consider, talking about the number of slaves involved, if we consider that it was during the African tribal wars, and during the African tribal wars, many Africans died, but also many of them became slaves after. That is why, if you consider the number of slaves involved, one can accept today a real big number. It was between 150 or 100 million or 100 million and 50 of slaves who were concerned directly or indirectly by the slave trade for centuries. Because the rate was for one slave taken on ships to America, 6 or 7 other Africans died in Africa as victims direct or indirect of the slave trade for 4 centuries. It is something that we need to talk about and try to explain what's happened during the period, exactly. So that's the thing. And also it is quite impossible to talk only about the Atlantic slave trade without talking about the Arab slave trade, who also took place in the eastern part of Africa. But it was from the 11th to the 15th century, and they chose as good harbor for slaves, island of Zanzibar. So that's why they brought slaves from Zanzibar to island Mauritius, island of Reunion, Madagascar, Egypt, Asia, Arabia, including to India. And also, in addition, one can mention the trans-Saharan one that was from the 7th to the 19th century. But in terms of period in history, the 7th corresponds to the French Middle Age. We know that the African Middle Age corresponds to the 16th century. But also the 16th century corresponds to the beginning of the West African slave trade, organized by the Europeans from Africa to America. And surely, human will explain most of the things.
Thank you.
Thanks for answering that question.
Yeah, no, it's my duty. We have to talk more about what's happened in the period.
Yeah.
So it is something very important. Because we know that the history of hunters was written by
the hunter.
The hunter.
Yeah, it's what's that saying? Until the line.
So it is time for us, the animals, to cooperate in writing this history.